Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to learn about the chain rule, that is the chapter 5 of your NCRT, continuity and differentiability. Say, to start with the chain rule, let us go back to the 11th standard and collect some basic information. Then we'll apply chain rule in our derivative. So, what is the derivative according to your 11th standard? What you have learned? What is the derivative of a function? The derivative of a function, let y is equal to fx be a function, then the derivative of the function is denoted by f dash x or d by dx of fx. And it is defined in this manner, that is, derivative of a function fx is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of x plus h minus f of x by h. So if this limit exists, we call the derivative of the function. So like this, in class 11, you have already learned some basics functions derivatives, which I will be listing now. So see, you must know what is the derivative of sin x, which is cos x. Derivative of cos x minus sin x. Derivative of tan x, secant square x. Derivative of cot x minus cosecant square x. Derivative of secant x into tan x. Derivative of cosec x minus cosec x into cot x, and derivative of x power n x power n minus 1. So these are some basic derivatives which you have already covered in class 11. So that's why I have written it for you to understand that what it is. Now let us talk about our chain rule, which is very, very important for class 12. See, now what you are going to learn in class 12 about chain rule. So first of all, how do you identify whether the problem is given in terms of chain rule or not? That we will see. Suppose, for example, let us say you are finding the derivative of sine of x square plus 5. Next, derivative of sine of root x. You are finding derivative of sine of cos x. Or let us say you are finding the derivative of sine of x square by something 5 plus 3, let us say. Or derivative of what you can say x square of 3x plus 5, let us say like this, sine square of 3x plus 5. So what is this? When you come across these kind of problems, what is the important thing is, we are not taking the direct derivative, which is sine x. Here the angle is changing. The angle has changed to something else, that is sine of x square plus 5. Here it is root x, here it is sine of cos x, here it is x square plus this 5 by 3 and 3x plus 5. So I will use one word which will help you to identify, a simple word I'll use, which will help you to identify whether the problem is given in terms of chain rule or not. See, I'll use this word, this is something like other than x. This word is very, very important, other than x. That is, you see, the angle has been changed to something not x, other than x. In that case, we should apply the chain rule. So what is the thing? You see, sine of x square plus 5. The normal function is sine x. The derivative of sin x already you have learned. Now when the angle has been changed to x square plus 5, that means it is the case of chain rule. Why? Why? Because it is other than x. The angle is something, other than x, then root x, cos x, x square plus 5, 3x. So these are the problems which are related to chain rule. Now once you understand or identify that it is a problem of chain rule, the next thing comes, how do you solve that? Yes, so let us see one example or the NCRT exercise 5.2 question number 1. Differentiate the function with respect to x. This is given sine of x square plus 5. Now you tell me how do you identify or how to differentiate. Again, the first step that we should take is that see the angle. We are not differentiating the regular function sine x. The angle has been changed to something else, which is x square plus 5. So it is, I can use this word other than x. The angle is other than x. So in that case, so now we identified that this problem is related to chain rule. Now how do you identify or how do you work on it? So we need to find the derivative of sine of x square plus 5. So first of all, let us mark the things which is not direct, which is other than x. Treat this as capital X. I'll use this as capital X. I'll use it as capital X. And as I have already listed, what is the derivative of sin x? The derivative of sin x is cos x. So we'll find the derivative of here, we'll consider this entire angle x square plus 5 to be our capital X. And we'll treat it as a sin x only. Then we'll try to differentiate normally, that is derivative of sin x. What is the derivative of sin x? It is cos x. So cos, here x we have x square plus 5. So what I am doing, I am writing this one like x square plus 5. This is our x. Again, when it is not direct x, it is something other than x. The chain rule means we have to take the derivative of the function which is not x, other than x. So this is the rule you have to learn. That is what the chain rule. That is, once again let us see derivative of sine of x square plus 5. When you are going to find, consider the angle to be x only. And then try to find what is the derivative of sin x. It is cos x. So write the answer cos of x square plus 5. And then take derivative of x square plus 5. So what is the answer? This one, it is equal to, you see here, it is equal to cos of x square plus 5 into, what is derivative of x square? It is 2x plus derivative of constant is 0. So the total answer is, final answer is 2x cos of x square plus 5. So the final answer is 2x cos of x square plus 5. One more important thing, students, please do not multiply this 2x with x square plus 5. This is an angle and this is something, this is not an angle. So you cannot multiply cos of 2x square as 2x power 3 plus 10x. Please do not multiply. Instead, write 2x in front of this. So this is how we do the problems in chain rule. Now let us learn something more. I'll take more examples, then you will understand it more clearly. Now, the next question which I am going to write is the second question, which is cos of sin x. This is your second question. Second question. So the next second question is cos of sin x. Now how to say it is again a chain rule? You see, cos the normal function is cos x, the angle. But here in this question, what is there? What do you have? Tell me. We have, see, the second example is cos of sin x. In this one, you see the normal function is cos x. So here the angle again it is changed to cos of sin x, which means the angle has changed to something else which is other than x. I can again write this other than x. So this is the case of chain rule. So how to do the chain rule? Same thing. Let's start. Derivative of cos of sin x. So treat the angle which is not x to be our capital X. I'll consider this as x. Okay. Next, what is derivative of cos x? Let us see here. I'll write derivative of cos x. It is minus sin x. So I'll write the same answer. This is equal to minus sine of sin x. Minus sine of sin x. Why? Because the angle here is sin x. Again, it is other than x. So what we need to do, take the derivative of the things which is not direct, which is sin x, which is what we have taken. Now you see, we got here direct function. So all these problems, you try to go for till that, you try to repeat unless and until you get a direct function. So then what is the answer? See here, this will be minus sine of sin x into, what is derivative of sin x? Is cos x. Now once again, please do not multiply this and this, as this is an angle and this is a function. So we'll write it as minus cos x sine of sin x. Now let me solve. This is how to do the this problem with the help of chain rule. Let me solve more problems so that you can understand more. So now I'll take one of the important examples. The next thing before going is question number 8, which is given cos root x. This is asked many times in the examination. How do you find derivative of cos root x? First of all, you identify whether it is a what you can say the chain rule. This is a problem related to chain rule or not. Yes, as the angle has changed to root x, it is not direct x. So what we will do? See, d by dx of cos of root x. You write that the angle is not, it is something other than x. Then try to first write what is derivative of cos x. It is minus sin x. It is minus sin x. So this we will treat it as x. So derivative of cos x is minus sin x. So minus sine of root x, which is what I'll call it as x. And then d by dx of, what is that? Root x, which is other than x. So what I have done, derivative of this I have considered as cos x. And then like this, let's see, derivative of cos root x, x I have changed. So I am writing it as minus sine root x, which is changed, x has changed. So that is how we are applying. Again, what is derivative of sine root x? Derivative of root x is 1 by 2 root x. Therefore, sine of root x divided by 2 root x. Once again, do not cancel this root x by this root x, as this is an angle and this is a function. Hence, you have the answer till here. Now let us take some more examples. Now let us see this interesting problem, that is secant of tan of root x. How do you calculate this? The first thing is, you see secant, and this, all this thing is other than x. Other than x. So let us go about the basic. What is the derivative of secant x? Here let us try to see. Secant x is secant x into tan x. So this complete function we will consider to be x. So this now d by dx of sec of tan root x will be equal to, as we have considered this as x, so what is secant x? Secant x, that is secant tan of root x, secant x into tan x, tan of tan root x. Again, the derivative of tan root x. So you see, derivative of secant x is secant x into tan x. Again, derivative of the angle which is not direct angle other than x. So till here it is okay. This angle is okay. Secant of tan of root x, you can write. Tan of tan root x also you can write. Again you see, one more time we have to apply the chain rule, as the angle in tan x is not direct. It is again here, this is other than x. So what is derivative of tan x? I'll write here. Derivative of tan x is secant square x. So derivative of tan of root x will be secant square root x into d by dx of root x, because now we will consider at this point of time, we will consider this is our x other than x, which is an angle. Here also other than x, angle. This is also other than x, angle. So what is that we got? You see, at this step you got the direct function root x. So till then you have to proceed. So what is the answer? See, secant of tan of root x, tan of tan root x into sec square root x. Root x is 1 by 2 root x. That completes our answer. Let me explain one more example or one more question, that is to find derivative of sine of ax plus b by cos of cx plus d. See, this question we have to use two rules. The first one is quotient rule and the second one is our chain rule. So quotient rule you have already learned in 11th standard. So let me just write. So derivative of u by v, that is quotient rule, is that v u dash minus u v dash by v square, or what it is, v derivative of u minus u derivative of v by v square. So here we will be considering sine of ax plus b as our first function u and cos of cx plus d to be our v, second function. So now applying the same formula, derivative of sine of ax plus b by cos of x cx plus d, we'll apply this formula. So we'll be getting cos of cx plus d derivative of sine of ax plus b, that is v derivative of u minus u, which is sine of ax plus b, derivative of cos of cx plus d by cos of cx plus d whole square. So let us simplify further. What we will get? So we are finding this is equal to, what we are getting, cos of cx plus d. Again you check that it is other than x. So we have to apply chain rule here. So what is derivative of sin x? Derivative of sin x is cos x. So I will be writing cos of ax plus b, derivative of ax plus b, minus sin of ax plus b. You see, we have applied already. This is cos x and derivative of this one. Here also minus sin of ax plus b. Again, it is something other than x. So what is derivative of cos x? It is minus sin x. So minus sin of cx plus d and derivative of cx plus b, which is other than x. So this one and this one. Divided by, whole divided by, you have cos square of cx plus d. So now further we will simplify. So what we will get? This is equal to cos of cx plus d, cos of ax plus b. What is the derivative of x? It is 1. So a into derivative of x is 1 and b will be treated as a constant because we are differentiating with respect to x. So this will be 0. Next, minus into minus, it is plus. You have sin of ax plus b, sin of cx plus d. Again, derivative of cx plus d is c into 1 plus 0, because derivative of x is 1 and derivative of d is 0, divided by cos square of cx plus d. Now see further, we can split this cos of cx plus d, cos of ax plus b into a divided by cos square of cx plus d plus sin of ax plus b sin of cx plus d divided by cos square of cx plus d, splitting the denominator. So what you will get? You will get cos square cx plus d and cos square will get cancelled. You will get cos of ax plus b by 1. What is 1 by cos? Secant. So can I write secant of cx plus d into cos of ax plus b? A I'll write here first. So a into sec of ax plus cx plus d into cos of ax plus b plus, you see, sin of ax plus b, sin of cx plus d by cos of cx plus d. I'll be writing sin of cx plus d by cos of cx plus d and cos of cx plus d. I have splitted that into two parts. So further, we will simplifying further. You see, this is a secant of cx plus d into cos of ax plus b. Here I'll be writing sin of ax plus b. What is 1 by cos cx plus d? Secant of cx plus d into, what is sin by cos? Tan cx plus d. This completes our solution.